What's up, ladies and gents? Senator1, your host, and welcome to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. First of all, I want to thank the developer for allowing me to show this off to you guys early before the game is even out. So you guys know how much of a huge Sherlock Holmes fan I am. I've played the two previous games in this kind of trilogy of games with The Devil's Daughter and Crimes and Punishment, so you can always check out those walkthroughs that I have on the channel as well. Just for those of you that are new, I am horrible at puzzles. I think that's why a lot of people like to watch my walkthroughs on this game, because they get to laugh at just how bad I am at solving some things. So I'm sure it's going to be the same thing here. But I know a lot of us are excited to play the next Sherlock Holmes, and this one's a little different. This one is actually kind of an open world game. So they're going a different formula. It's a prequel back when Sherlock Holmes is young. So I'm really looking forward to just, you know, kind of seeing how it is. So this is the PC version. I will be playing in 4K. Everything is on Epic. Highest graphical settings possible. And we're going to go ahead and jump into a new game. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and make sure to click that bell notification so you are aware of when new videos are coming out on the channel. It's go time. First mission up is called A Mother's Love.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Oh, thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Oh, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Come on. We'll go together.
And again, welcome everybody to watching
Hey,
this
Sherry,
live.
Come on, catch up.
Yes, yes.
All right, first mission up again is called A Mother's Love. So far, the game looks good. I mean, this is Frogwares. You know, these are the same people that did the previous two in the series. But you got to remember that this is now an open world game. It's not, should I say, handcrafted levels, like in a small form like it's been in the past, where you'd have massive loading screens in between, like, places that you could travel to, right? So the graphics, I wouldn't say they've been dumbed down, but I can also tell you that they're not going to look as good as the previous Devil's Daughter, just mainly of the fact that they're rendering a fully realized open world at this point. So, but nonetheless, it still looks really great.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Yeah, this really seems like it could be very, very easy to get lost in. Well, where am I? Where'd he go? Oh my god. He's gone. Oh, there you are. Gosh, I almost lost you. Let's go ahead and move on.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir.
Skip with L. Okay.
If you need something, sir, please inquire at reception.
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature. Would you kindly sign these papers, sir?
Papers?
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are upstairs, sir. Welcome to Cordona.
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see.
Well, I'm so sorry. Hold on a sec. I've got that thing all sideways because I changed the. Let me make sure we give her her proper due. Let me readjust this real quick, guys. Give me just 1 second. I want to give a big shout out, of course, to Leanne for the huge tip. I can't thank you enough, Leanne. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the great streams and for singing the 80s songs during Vice City. Well, I'm sure there's going to be more of that coming later today when we're streaming the rest of Vice City. So after this stream, we'll be doing that.
Your room is upstairs, sir. Number 221.
221. Big donation from Leanne, so make sure you all give her a big shout out. And those, of course, donations go directly into making sure that I can continue to do this on YouTube. This is what we do full time, so if you can donate or anything or become a member or anything like that, the best thing you can do is make sure you leave a like, comment, and make sure you're subscribed. Always sharing the videos on Twitter, on Instagram, any other places that social media is obviously helps out a lot as well. All right, so we're looking for 221. I think the game actually looks pretty good. Of course, in today's market, games are going to look good, especially when they're in 4K. Okay, here we go.
I apologize, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Let's check what they have on offer.
All right. So we're heading down to the diner.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Hey, Sherry. Just our luck.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a seance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art is the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
This is kind of harsh. I'm not very good at
Come
using
now,
a
Sherry.
British
what
accent.
What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Sorry, I got a little bit of a cough, so I do apologize. I know it's very unprofessional, but I can't kind of get it out of my throat here, so I do apologize.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion. What are you waiting for? Put the dish down so we can tuck in.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What do you have in mind?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
Okay, here we go. Looks like we have a little bit of our first sleuthing. Remember, guys, this whole system is completely different than the previous Sherlock games. The deduction, deducing, all that, its detectiveness is definitely different. So we can move left and right on the object, and we can inspect it.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. All right, I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
All right, so Sherlock can ask bystanders about a piece of evidence. Press C to open the casebook, pin the evidence with X, and then speak to someone. Try it now with the cane. All right, C. This is the lost cane. Press X to pin it. And then there you go. As you can see, this is an open world. So here is the map. Wow, this is a huge map. Holy crap. Remember, we're only right in this building right here. So as you can see, this is going to be a completely different type of Sherlock Holmes game. Probably significantly longer as well. Okay, so now we have that up there. The cane is the accessory of a British nobleman. I can ask other guests who may have previously been sitting here. All right, so first thing is, let's find someone that would be close to where this is. So let's ask these two gentlemen over here.
Are you able to help me?
Friend, you're lucky there is something I know about this.
There were 3 people at the table, a couple and a retired naval officer. Observers weren't sure what happened to the couple. The Navy officers were seen going out to the front garden for some air. I have to find him.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
All right, so to find the cane's owner, I have to locate the former Navy officer who went out in the front garden. So you can press Q to concentrate. This allows you to, I guess, take a look at different traits of the people. So first of all, we need to go to the main garden. Don't forget to pin the relevant evidence. Let me see. Was there more evidence? Okay, so does that change anything? It was sitting at our table, may own the cane, or who does. John has bet I cannot guess the officer on the first try. Okay, so we're looking for the officer. He's going to be out here. We need to find him. All right, so let's hit up Q and let's take a look at each person individually. Italian singer, afraid of heights, sympathetic. That's definitely not an officer. Turkish lawyer, affable, has overbite. Probably not. Hold on, who do we got here? He doesn't look like an officer to me. English teacher, religious fanatic, sympathetic. Swedish engineer, affable, no. Swedish lawyer. Reads. Huh. Well, this is where they said it would be. Let's go into C again. And you can only, I guess, do one at a time. To find the cane. This says to find the cane's owner, I have to locate the formal Navy officer who went out in the front garden. All right. That's if I want to find... He went out in the front garden, but I don't see a former Navy officer in here. So let's keep looking around a little bit until we see maybe someone that would look like a former Navy officer. Turkish artist, sympathetic, Trojan horse. I guess there's other doors that you can check as well. That was him? I'm guessing you're talking about this guy. Ooh, who's this guy? He's an aristocrat, but not a Navy officer. My guess is it's going to be him. Again, Swedish lawyer, sympathetic, retired military officer. Right there, boom.
Help me, please.
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
The Navy officer, Mr. Rhodes, was sitting at our table with a noble couple. The men talked about yachting, and the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside and her husband forgot to take it when they went to meet the medium. Now I have a perfect excuse to enter the seance room.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
It did, yeah. I don't think I saw it where it said officer for whatever reason. I thought maybe it was still someone else. You can give the cane to its owner, and it looks like we have to go see the medium. The thing is, we won the bet, so that was good. And I think, yeah, it even says, as expected, I won the bet. So this has got, yep, this is where he is, so it's got to be here.
Come on, if you hurry, perhaps we'll see the ghost.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am? Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made.
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Observe. All right, so this is just like in the previous games when you would go down step by step looking at people. But now you can see that it kind of shines where are the things that you can observe. So first things first, we've got one right here. He's got swollen reddish skin. Expensive and new clothes, rich and fashionable. Doesn't wear a wedding ring. Recently hit someone with force. All right. head of garlic, red face, expensive new clothes, slightly red knuckles. Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and cane, I can be fairly certain that this man is Lord Craven, a bored-rich English nobleman who travels around Europe squandering his money. His florid face indicates that he has problems with alcohol. He's still physically strong and healthy, but in a few years' time he'll be wretched. Being constantly drunk, he has issues with his temper. His red knuckles reveal that he has severely beaten at least one person quite recently. His anger issues, mixed with alcohol and contrariety, could make him a violent person. Alright, so we've got bored British nobleman, and we've got an Englishman on resort. Alright. Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and cane, I can be fairly certain this man is Lord Craven, a noble Englishman in the habit of visiting resorts to receive treatment for his liver malady. His florid face indicates that he has succumbed to the temptation to drink a few shots of alcohol. Perhaps he was unsettled by the seance. By his red knuckles, I presume that he takes boxing lessons to strengthen his physical condition. Although annoyed by the disappearance of his cane, he is now infuriated by the theft of a diamond. Surprisingly. I'm gonna say... Ooh, so we have to choose between... I'm gonna say this one.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything. I was after a British noble who takes boxing lessons but suffers from some liver issues. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Well, you're half correct. I am indeed Lord Andrew Craven. Your other guesses were wrong. But you still have the edge over that blasted medium. Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this. How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a seance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
The game so far is pretty good. I haven't played enough of it to tell you whether it's worth it or not. But if you're a Sherlock Holmes fan, I mean, how would it not be worth it? I don't understand how it would not be. So far, it seems like you're going to get your money's worth. It being an open world game, and the fact that it's going to be significantly longer with lots of side things to do. So, in my opinion, it's most likely going to be worth it, even before I've deduced whether the story is good or not.
You insist the medium robbed you during the seance. But what occurred exactly?
It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
Graphics do look really good, in my opinion. And everything seems very, very smooth. Remember, I'm playing on a RTX 3090. As far as the frames I'm getting right now, unfortunately, my performance overlay doesn't tell me the exact frames I'm getting. But if I would guess, it looks to be in the hundreds.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret. I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
Also, I'm going to need all of your guys' help when it comes to doing these evidence and deductions and stuff. So those of you that are in the live audience, I've set it to ultra low latency, so there shouldn't be too much of a delay that we can all help each other out. All right, so press Z to highlight interactive areas in the environment around you. This ability must recharge before it can be used again. Okay, so therefore you can see all the things of the people that you can interact with. So he's one of them.
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
And then here's another. Concentrate helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a scribbled white circle, press Q to observe the object more closely.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it. This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms. Half a glass of Balblair scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
Okay, looks like everything is done there. Let's talk to the lady.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a seance. The spirits may become enraged.
Or someone may notice the trick they should not see. What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait. I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
When I read the things, I do a semi-British accent. I try to, at least.
Some good deductions.
You found enough clues to make a deduction. Okay, but before we do that, let's...
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Oh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Okay, so you found enough clues to make a deduction. Open the casebook with C, then navigate to the Mind Palace. Inside, pair the clues you've gathered and make deductions. Ghosts of the past. So we have a moth pin. Luca owns a pin in the shape of a moth. Lady Craven faced the window. During the seance, Lady Craven place at the table was opposite a window to the courtyard. The lady pointed across the table. Okay, well, those two have to go together. And punch the medium. So let's deduct this one with this one. There we go. Lady Craven was pointing at the window. I'm sure she saw someone in the courtyard during the seance. All right, so we've got our first clue.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
All right, as far as I can tell, I do not see anything else in this room except for talking to him.
Oh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Okay, so let's head outside. And there should be, yep. Hit Q. Recently scratched, something stuck.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail.
All right, to track someone's movement, first pin the relevant evidence to the screen. And this says we can do it by pressing up. Oh, that's even much better. Okay, so we need to hit C. Here. And pin evidence. There we go. Someone was in the courtyard. I found a broken heel scratched I can track. So, first of all, let's take a look here. There's a few things that we can talk to.
Ghost hunting. This case gets more exciting by the minute.
There's a letter. Angie! It looks like the old man is losing it. His beehives are being ransacked and his bees are going down by one. I don't think there's much honey left in the staying with the swarm, if you catch my drift. Meet me at the docks at noon. We'll do it together. I'll try to use different voices for all this. Does it look like there's just this guy?
May I ask you something?
That's a question I can answer.
The resident who was in the courtyard saw a maid who was working in the courtyard. He noticed that she left in a hurry after a scream was heard from the seance room. Very well. All right, so let's go ahead and do the track now. I guess we got to start back here. This is where it started. And we need to follow some type of trail. Oh, here we go. I mean, who throws a shoe? Honestly. All right.
Size 4 with a broken heel. Rose Moore. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja. Unless... No, what a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
This reminds me of the fairy tale, Sherry. Will you find your princess?
We shall try. I'm sorry you had a bad weekend, Tyler. Let's all be friendly here and hope that everything we can cheer your weekend or your week up. All right, so resident saw a maid. So we're in search of a maid. I don't see any other interactable objects in here. Just need to talk to a maid. I mean, it should be as simple as that.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh, yes. I can tell you everything, sir.
The staff said that Lucia got a scolding from the chief steward for wearing common shoes at work. She should be clearing near the pictures upstairs now. Cleaning near the pictures. She left in a hurry. Okay, so I remember where the pictures are. Okay, so this has got to be her. Harms animals? How can he tell she harms animals?
Do you know anything about this?
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know.
Could you help me?
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
We got a downvote from John for whatever. I guess, okay, that's why. Once you talk to them too much...
This painting looks authentic, but it's just a talented imitation. Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
Oh, that's a tough one. What do you guys think? I'm gonna let you choose. This is gonna be a we're gonna work on these cases together. So everyone right now, let me know, solving a crime or am I gonna lie? I'm a writer. Which one? I always like to get the chat interactive as much as possible. And I have it on ultra low latency, so there shouldn't be too much. All right, so we've got a few lies already. We got a few crimes. We've got more crimes now. Honesty, good. Solving, truth, lie, truth, never lie. Miss lie, more interesting, be honest. All right, so everyone is telling me to be the truth.
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me with its recovery.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Saletta. Lucia Saletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss Saletta, what would your manager say if he knew you were spying on guests?
Oh, please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell.
All right, so obviously we kind of had to be a mean-spirited person when we told the truth. So probably if you would have chosen the writer, then she may have just come out and said something. I mean, who knows? That's the whole difference between cause and effect and what the different choices are.
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest. A glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
He's like such an ass, but that's how Sherlock is. And the game just, randomly quit. So, yeah, we're probably gonna have to do a little bit of that all over again. Fun times. Maybe, obviously, crashes happen in PC games, but hopefully they get it, solved. And hopefully it's not a reoccurring thing, because then that would just completely suck. And hopefully it doesn't take you too far back. Let's see where it saved us. If you had to complete the entire game again, that'd be very disheartening. Okay, it looks like it's loading back in. Kind of quick, it just loaded right back in.
Oh, you scared the poor girl, Sherry. Did she really deserve that?
We all got what we wanted. She talked. I stay silent.
Oh, let's get back to the crime scene. I always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
All right, good. We didn't lose nothing. I guess it's saved right before... So therefore, we didn't lose a single thing. Awesome.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
Okay, so here we go. With enough clues, Sherlock Holmes can use imagination to reconstruct the past, interact with the node to begin, then recreate an accurate version of events. Here, try to place the seance participants in their correct positions. First things first, is there anything that we can do? All we have is the moth pin and punch the medium, and most likely those are not going to go together. Okay. So let's do this. So we get up here. All right. Try to place them in the correct order. All right. So Okay, she would not be there. She would be there. Lord Craven would be here. Okay, hold on. Let's do that one again. There we go. I gotta make sure you're in the right one. Okay, that's not... Nope, that's not him. There we go, because then it would make sense that it went over there. So then we need to come over here. That would be him. And then there she is there. I'm guessing this should be correct.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window. Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The
This is
lady
live,
was
Vic.
the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
All right. There you go. Craven's room upstairs, room 226. All right, so far I'm really digging this.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behaviour in the hall.
What action by Lady Craven's aroused suspicion by the maids? All right, start. Son's bad acquaintances. I'm gonna say discard. Lots of guests this summer. Discard. Cannot use a fish knife. Wow, I didn't have enough time. That was weird.
Lady
Okay.
Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behaviour in the hall.
When you see near your kind, hold to try to filter out important words from useless chatter.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behaviour in the hall.
What actions by Lady Craven arouse suspicion by the maids? Missed that one. So, okay, we're getting closer and closer.
Lady Craven is not who...
Oh, I hit the wrong button, sorry. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Was on the lookout's the right one. It took me... Oh, it crashed again. That's not good, guys. We have now had 2 crashes in as many as... What, less than 5 minutes? I hope this is not a reoccurring thing. Let's see where it puts us. Okay, it didn't take us at least too far back.
Lady Craven is not...
All right. Nope. Fish knife is not one of them. Okay, I think I may have the right ones.
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
This is very interesting. Was on the lookout was definitely one of them. That was not one of them. That was not one of them. What? I'm so confused. There's got to be another one that I'm just not seeing.
Lady Craven is not who...
Was on the lookout as one. Nope. All right. It's none of those, but yet for some reason it's still...
Lady Craven is not who she...
All right. It's not that one. Not a lot of gas. Cannot use the fish right. No. Exercise again. Was on the lookout. No. It wouldn't let me. It automatically stops.
Lady Craven is not who she
This is
seems.
very weird. Like,
Remember her...
it keeps you... Was on the lookout. We know that's it. No. I'm just so
Lady
confused by
Craven
this.
is not...
That's not one of them. The sun, no. We know that one's not. Was on the lookout, was. That wasn't one of them. That wasn't one of them. Fish knife is. But last time we did fish knife, it
Lady
didn't work.
Craven is...
That's why I didn't click it. See?
We've got to fall back, Sherlock. I think they're suspicious. Or they were checking you out.
Lady Craven is
I
not
just
who
don't
she
get it.
seems. Remember her behavior in the hall? Lady...
I don't understand this, like, at all. It seems like every time I get one, but none of the other ones work. Summer guest, you think? Okay, that does not work. That does not work. Huh.
Lady
Because
Craven
you
is
missed-
not who she seems.
Fish
Remember her
knife
behavior
is
in the
because
hall?
you missed a drunk husband. I'm just so confused. Someone please try to explain this to me. Made her... Okay, made her husband drunk. Now it works. There we go. Okay, we finally got it. It's a little weird. Hopefully I'll get a little bit better at it. I overheard two staff members talking about Lady Craven. They gossip that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven. By their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed that the lady was unsure how to properly use a fish knife. All right. We got a new clue. The diamond was stolen during the seance. Okay, so nothing as of yet. It's just, it's a learning process. Once we figure it out, then we'll know for the future.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please. Please help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You are the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed.
Two evidence
You already have
updated,
yourself
new
a murder
mind
mystery,
place
Sherlock.
clues.
Why am I not surprised?
Alright, first things first.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
Now, this says there are 5 clues right here, so I'm guessing there's something underneath that, because there's literally nothing on the outside here. So you're going to have to do this. False bottom.
Aha, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? Virtus audacta sapit. Courage tastes bold. A unique family motto. Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune.
Oh, this has got to be a clue with what we saw earlier.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
A remarkably simple lock.
Trying to get all the evidence before I go to the deduction room.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises. This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted. Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
Okay, anything else left in this room? Excuse me. Lord Craven, You promised me compensation for your gross misconduct in order to cover the cost of my treatment and quell the scandal, yet I have not received a penny. You know that I lost my job after your false accusations. Now, even after my innocence has been proven, I can't return to my work because of my hand injury. If you continue to ignore me, I shall be forced to appeal to the court. Starting to unravel
Someone
this
was not happy with his post.
mystery. Dear sir, I hate to inform you that the theft investigation continues. However, the ring has not yet been found. We had to free Yellow Dupont, the servant, as we were unable to find any evidence of his participation in the crime. We will inform you of any progress in this case. Lieutenant Gabriel, Massacielo, Police Commissariat. That was horrible. That's pretty bad. I don't know what I was thinking there with that accent. Okay, let's take a look. We have lots of new stuffs. So we can have conversations about the ring. We can have conversations about the explanation. I'm guessing that's what that means. I need to talk to the downstairs. The conversation for that. What about the luggage? I found a pile of money and a family ring hidden in a secret stash among Mrs. Emma's perfumes. We can talk to somebody about that. But let's take a look at the mind. Oh my god, we have a lot of things now. Holy crap, that's a lot. All right. So, obviously, the moth pin and the moth ring, right? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Luca and Emma could have met before. Luca and Emma both have jewelry with the same moth design. Could they have something in common? What else we have? All right, we have Emma was strangled. Compensation for abuse. That's a possible. Nope. Okay. The diamond was beside Emma. Emma was strangled. Nope. Thief framed the servant. Nope. 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 Nothing with Emma was strangled. Let's see here. I think we should be able to there we go. Let's see. The missing diamond was found next to her body. The lock can be easily picked. That's a possible. Nope. Okay. Well, Craven was in the room. No. There we go. All right, we got two different options here. The murderer left the diamond. Whoever killed Emma left the diamond beside her body. Lord Craven caught Emma with the stone. Lord Craven returned to the room just as Emma was hiding the diamond and caught her off guard. We don't know which one to pick, so we're just going to pick one over the other. As we continue to go back into the clues. Emma was strangled. I thought that this one would be the most... Okay. None of those work. Yeah, we're getting down to where there's not too many options up. All right, the compensation one. Lord Craven can't control his temper. Lord Craven is an unstable man who cannot manage his anger. Obviously, there's going to be a scenario where we can blame Lord Craven. All right, that leaves 4 left. All right, and none of them match. All right. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to do the deductions. And I'm going to turn this to this. That creates a new scenario. Lord Craven was furious when he discovered that Emma had stolen from him. Which is a very, very truthful thing. I mean, doesn't mean that's what we're going with, but... Alright. So this is 226. We need to go downstairs to be able to get into room 225. So, let's bring... Let's see... This one. He spent some time at the bar.
sorry. Maybe a guest noticed him.
Now you're in your element, Sherry.
May I ask for your assistance?
That's a question I can answer.
I found a witness who advised that Lord Craven spent only a short time in the bar after he left the seance room. All right, we have a new mind place. There we go. It's another double-edged sword. Lord Craven had enough time to kill him before he arrived. A window of opportunity. The murderer had time to kill Emma while Lord Craven was downstairs. You go with both, really, but this one leads to the biggest conclusion. All right, so we already have a final conclusion. Again, just because you get a conclusion does not mean you need to go ahead and go with that said conclusion. There are multiple... Every mission is going to have multiple ways of doing this. So, this is just framing him as the murderer. We don't know if it's true or not yet. Lord Craven is the murderer. Lord Craven has problems with his temper. He strangled Emma in a fit rage when he found out that she was stealing from him. Bring him to justice. Craven cannot control his temper and has the money and influence to escape the punishment. I must bring him to justice. Mercy for Lord Craven. Craven fell prey to a professional criminal. Given Emma's chagrin past, her killing was an act of self-defense. Alright, so we have those two options. You could also go this way, which as you can see takes away from that. You can see that those switched, but yet there's no other option. Alright, we still have more to do.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
All right.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the seance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
Now you're in your element, Sherry.
All right. So we're looking for 225.
Someone is making the most of his stay.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not
Tools
ordering
and
enough.
accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defenses against visitors from the great beyond.
Dear Luca, I hope you will have time to visit your estate and perform another seance. Since I was last able to speak to my husband through you, I felt my life has changed completely. I cannot wait until I can speak to him again. I am anxious for your... Okay.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time there's enough for analysis.
Some clues can be examined with chemicals. Open your casebook and highlight the evidence marked with the flask. Press E to start your analysis. Huh? There it is. Oh God, what the hell? What do I do here? Help. Alright. This is actually really good so far. Create the target formula on the right. All right, 1. Drag out 2 regions. Link the regions to an operation. Hold on. Drag out an operation. So we need to drag out the 2 of these regions. Then drag out an operation. Okay. Link the regions to the operation. Combine so the result matches the target formula. Link your results to the target formula. Oh my god, this is going to be confusing. I'm going to need your guys' help. Or schnizzle. Alright. Available regions, 1, 1, 1. I don't know how many we need. I mean, that looks right, right? Okay, they're out here. Wow, okay, we did it. It was a little confusing, but I think I got it. You needed to match 3 and 2, and that's where the 3 and the 2 was, which is why the 4 was no reason to be in there. The reaction shows that it is rubber latex mixed with phosphorus. As much as this chemical element is dangerous to hold in the mouth, I'm quite disappointed. I expected to find something a little trickier.
My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
Alright, first things first, let's take a look at our Mind Palace. The lock can be easily picked. Emma were strangled. The thieves framed the servants. Luca and Lord Craven were neighbors. The lock between the 2 hotel rooms was weak. Luca could pick it easily. Okay. Anything else? Nope. All right. Let's keep going. We got more clues to look at.
Do you always travel with your books, Mr. Galici?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable and unworldly.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the seance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything, and spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Alright, first things first, observe. Bleeding nose. We know that he took a heavy blow from the guy. He uses a lot of makeup. Trained in sleight of hand. Skinny, seems malnourished. Fresh scrapes, slightly bleeding. Alright. Drawn complexion, scratched wrists, thin, elongated fingers, slight discoloration, and a bleeding nose. So here are the two different options. We have former thief became a medium. Luca Galicki is lean and appears malnourished. His nose is bleeding from a heavy punch. His hands and thin fingers are definitely those of a thief, trained in the delicate work of pickpocketing. He uses makeup to hide possible Gale tattoos. He has fresh scratches and scrapes on his wrists from a recent and short fight. I believe he's more of a criminal than a medium, and this is his new way of earning money by deceiving the wealthy. Now let's go. He is down on his luck. He is lean, appears malnourished, is known as bleeding. He uses makeup to hide the traces of his illness from malnourishment. His hands and thin fingers indicate that he is skilled at conjuring tricks used to manipulate concealed items. He has fresh scratches and scrapes on his wrists from a recent and short fight. I think he tries his best as a medium, but his business doesn't go well, and he sometimes has to go without food. Okay, this is what we're talking about. This is all going to be all of our decisions. Right now, you have two choices. You either need to select former thief became a medium, or the medium is down on his luck. You guys put in your ones, and whichever one wins, that is what we choose. All of us together are going to kind of form this entire playthrough. So you're either picking former thief became a medium, or the medium is down on his luck. We already got one for unlucky. I don't know what one is. Okay, I guess you could say 1 or 2. 1 or 2. That'll be easier for you guys. Just say 1 or 2. Most people are saying that they think it's down on his luck. Actually, mostly everyone is saying 1. All right, so the most ones that we're getting is 1, which means former thief became a medium. He's got hurt marks on his wrists, possibly because he was strangling someone and she maybe scratched him. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because either way, I mean, you could probably go both ways. But most of you are saying 1, and therefore we're going to go with number 1. That's what mostly everyone is saying. So, and away we go.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits prefer clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit.
I'll do polls next. Yeah, I'll do it.
No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk.
Let's do, tell me about your scratches. Well,
those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
Provide evidence. Okay, here we go. Provide evidence. Choose evidence. Oh, crap. Rubber latex myth was phosphorus. As much as this chemical element is dangerous to hold in the mouth, I am quite disappointed. I expected to find something trickier. Yeah, we can do live polls, so I'll do the live polls next. Lies on her deathbed, body still warm, Will Craven is nearby, frightened and shocked. The bruises on the lady's neck show that she was strangled. The bed around her is in disarray. It appears that she fought for her life. There's a large diamond next to her in the body, a bag with the lady's belongings open wide, everything screwing around. The door between the rooms has a cheap lock. I don't know which evidence to pick. They gossip that the woman may not be the wife of Lord. We already know that. There was chaos. Lady Craven screamed and pointed away from the spirit towards the window. What do you guys think? Which evidence should I use? I have no idea which one to choose. There was a letter. And here's another. You know that I lost my job after your false accusation. Now, even after my innocence has been proven, I can't return to work because of my hand injury. Hand injury? Gosh, I have no idea which one to pick, guys. Look at how much evidence there is. Which one is going to be the right one? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm not smart when it comes to these types of games either. It's got to be that one.
Sorry, that's beyond my expertise.
Okay.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talents, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
Okay, so that's not it either. Gosh, this is crazy hard.
The spirits are silent, and so am I.
My God, how many times are we going to be wrong here? I just feel like I'm going to go down.
Sorry, that's beyond my expertise.
It's not about backseat. We're all working together here. So obviously, if it goes on too long that I'm not figuring out, I want you guys to step in and enjoy this game with me. I don't want this to be just me. This is our channel. I want everyone to work together. So yeah, it might be this one.
The spirits
No.
are silent, and so am I. This object simply isn't resonating with me.
Man, we have missed so many already. Let's try the ring.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry.
Okay, I guess we found it. So it was the moth pin. And I can see that because he had the moth pin and so did she, so... Emma was strangled. The thief fresh scratches rough servants. That makes the most sense to me. Okay, there's still one more left. Hold on, I gotta go V. Oh, that's Y. I kept thinking that was V. There's still something we're missing. See, we already got that one, but there's something we're missing over here.
Bilge, balderdash, and baloney, the lot of them.
You always take me to the best of places, Sherry.
What are we missing?
This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
I don't see... Think we need to confront the husband again? That the moth reminds him of his happy youth and claims it to be a piece of common jewelry.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? That's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week. I doubt I can help with this. Get to the point, Mr. Holmes.
I'm trying to figure all this out.
I doubt I can help with this.
I'm doing pretty bad for our first one. I knew it was going to happen that way.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
I am needed elsewhere.
All right, 2 new evidences. Interesting. There we go. There we go. Now, here's the question. Do we have enough evidence for... Is these the only 2 options? That's the thing. I'm guessing there's only 2 options. Either Luca did it or the other guy did it. He is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. Help him escape. Luca fought for his life. Given his secured past, if he were arrested, nothing could save him from a death sentence. Emma knew it and will not stop him from fleeing to start a new life. Man, this is tough. Emma tried to frame Luca, the medium, for her theft of the diamond in revenge. Man. So, first of all, what do you guys think? All right, I'm going to put a poll up because you can actually put a poll up in the pop-out chat. Excuse me, hold on. Yeah. All right, here is the thing. Who did it, first off? I'm going to put either Luca or Craven. I love being able to do this with you guys. It makes it so much more funner, in my opinion. Ask the community. All right, the poll is going out right now. So make sure that you click on the poll. And whoever wins that, then we will choose which option we're going to do. So we'll do a poll for that as well. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes or so as I kind of look over everything here. You guys make your vote right now in the poll who you think the murderer is. Notice how we got all evidence as well. So we did pick up every single bit of evidence. So the only thing that is completely 100% left is selecting who the murderer is.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
It's a poll. It's going to be in your chat or on your phone, and that's how you can see it. Let's see what the poll is up to now. All right, 87%, and I think that's a strong thing that Luca did it. Okay, we're ending the poll. Now, the next poll that we're going to do are the 2 options. All right? So one more poll is coming up right now. What is Luca's fate? Justice or escape is what we're going to choose. Okay. Poll is out, and now you guys decide. You are now choosing whether or not Luca is justice, meaning that he's a murderer, or are you going to help him escape? This is so much fun. I love being able to use... I'm going to title this Interactive Walkthrough. So that way everyone knows that watches this is that we all made the decisions live. So I'll give it about another minute for you all to decide. And then we'll make that decision. So again, the two options are Luca fought for his life, given his checkered past. If he were arrested, nothing could save him from a death sentence, and Emma knew it. Will not stop him from fleeing to start a new life. Or bring Luca to justice. Luca is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. All right, so far, mostly everyone is saying justice. So that means he is a murderer. So I'll give it another about 20 seconds. It's 69% to 31 right now. 44 votes already, so it seems like it's gonna go the way of... Remember, guys, there's over 150 people in here, so if you want to get your voice heard, if you think it's the other one, let me know. It doesn't matter what I think. This is not my playthrough. This is our playthrough, and it's always going to be majority will win. And so from the looks of it, it's been out long enough. The majority says justice, so here we go. Now, why does that show up red? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see something here. What's it do if you do this? Either way, it's red. All right. Now, what happens if you switch? It's still red. Okay, so I want to make sure that it doesn't look like... Either way, it's going to be red. All right, so there we go. We've got our conclusion. And here we go.
I am needed elsewhere. Luca Gallici, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I am... I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
Now we have to make the decision again, because we have more evidence. He has now physically told us. So I'm going to give you guys another poll, everybody. What is his fate? All right, so punished or chance? I know you guys already said that you didn't want to give him a chance, but that was before you found out what he just said here. So you have to choose whether or not you believe him. So the poll is up now. Give it a second, it'll show up. There you go. Make your selection now, and then we will choose whatever wins. You don't need to say it, guys. Just vote on it. Although you can still say it too. That way everyone can see what you personally wanted to choose. Once it gets to about 40 or so votes, I think we'll make the decision at that point. So far, 62% of you are saying he should still be punished. That it's still not justifying murder is murder. And I do agree with that. But it's not me that's making the decision. It's the entire community. And since 62% are saying punished, 39% are saying chance, and we've already got way more votes than I said we needed. So punish it is. Thank you everyone for voting. And for those of you watching, I understand it takes longer to make these decisions, so I thank you for sticking around, even though you weren't able to be a part of it. Make sure you check out the streams that we do for each mission, so that you can be a part of the fate of the game. So you must be punished.
Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
Very interesting first mission.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
What if he comes back and gets us in jail?
Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
That tells me he has a possibility of coming back.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything. Even murder. And and then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Ah, damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Why am I starting to have the feeling that this guy he's talking to is, like, not even really there? Like he's a ghost or dead or something. We have a new entry in John's diary. He thumbed us down. Let's see why he thumbed us down. So Luca killed the lady, and I'm not entirely sure I blame him. It's up to the police now, but to me, Craven seems more despicable. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, we shouldn't be basing our answers off of what this guy thinks. You know what I mean? Murder is murder. I mean, you cannot justify murdering someone. You turn her in. That's it. I understand Craven seems like he was a douche or whatever and probably deserves everything that he's got coming to him. But when it comes to something like that, there is no right or wrong. It's just wrong. Period. All right. Mother's love. My imaginary friend John. So that's what I thought. John is actually not really there. John has been my friend since childhood. I cannot remember a time without him. He cannot accept that only I can see him. There you go. So my imaginary friend thought I was in the wrong. What shall I ever do? We did do John's bet. We won that. All right.
Sherry, I forbid you to spend another night here. The hotel's reputation won't survive a second investigation.
I gotta say, this is a very interesting game. It's set up in such a different way than the previous games.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
I think they're visiting his mother's grave, I think.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I can try to recall my mother's funeral.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
They left London just after the funeral. Okay.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then.
Only a few people attended the funeral.
I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon. Rest in peace, Mrs. Holmes.
Man, I'm actually really enjoying this. I don't know, it's just the way that it's like set up just is pretty freaking cool.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here? Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently. A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested? A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggest he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
A portable easel was kept there. I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercurio. The Hospitaller Crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree. It's stained with oil paint.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
Okay, so see, we did. All right, so that's what we're looking for. A tree at the end of somewhere. Right there's a tree. That's that same guy.
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Cordona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too. I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
I think he's going to end up being really, really big to this entire game in one way or another. A villain.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
So you see how this is, right? This is kind of, this mission just really has led into another mission.
He's odd, Sherry. Even odder than I.
Yep, I can even say that. So, the archives at the City Hall, Police Station, and Cordona Chronicle may hold key information for your case. When investigating a piece of evidence, think about which location is the most appropriate to visit. So, you've got the photo, which bears no need. We know who found the visitor. It's the artist. I'm surprised we didn't do a portrait on the artist. Vogel's story. He mentioned that there was a police investigating into my mother's death. I doubt that's true, but if they did, there would have been something about it in the police archives. 10 years ago, we were living somewhere in Grand Surrey, which should help me narrow my search and place it on the map. Also, this is Vogel's, if you're following Vogel's story. But how do you... I'm guessing, let me see, focus on player. Yep, that's where I am. I guess the confusing part is I don't know what all of these emblems are. They're obviously something, but they don't, when you hover over them, they don't say what it is you're looking at. Almost as if the map is not clickable. Why would I place that on the map there? And you can delete it. Okay. So this one's definitely a lot different. Living somewhere in Grand Surrey. Is this whole place called Grand Surrey, or that's the island of Cordona? So look where Grand Surrey is. Right here is Grand Surrey. I see two emblems here at Grand Surrey. My guess is the police station is going to be El Pozzo de Luso. Is that what it's called? And Greek Bridge. What's the other one? Grand Surrey Traders Alley. Southern Grand Surrey. It's got to be that. That's the only things I see. There's the Chronicle. That would have to be it, right? Should be near the center of Grand Surrey. I mean, that's technically where the center would be. Yeah, so you can see this is very interesting. You can interact with the map. You can place a, like that in order to interact with it. Cordona Chronicle may hold information. City Hall, police station. Very interesting game. Really doesn't hold your hand.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't want my friends to see me talking to a spoiled money bag.
Are you able to help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know. This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Why does John do that? John really doesn't like us. He really doesn't like us doing that, does he? Okay, so if I was gonna place on map. What's that? Okay, so then you see where you need to go. We're just getting used to how this game uses its mechanics and how it works.
مرحبا.
That's gonna be interesting. How do you get over there? Probably hit M. Okay, so we already missed the bridge. So we need to keep going left. From here. There we go. Do the compass mark on that so we can actually figure out how to get to the bridge. Gotcha, that's how you do fast travel points. Boy, they really decided to go completely different from this game, didn't they?
What's up?
Here's the bridge. Beautiful looking game though, right? Look. You got to admit, man, they really they have went above and beyond for doing this. It would be kind of cool. I mean, this does feel like Assassin's Creed Syndicate time period area, you know?
How are you?
Not bad.
Church of St. Nicholas. Gosh, this area is big. So completely different. Okay, well, there's police.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Biraz mola vereceğim.
Gotta be getting close to it. Yep, it's gonna be right up there. That would be cool if you could ride a horse around here, I think. Question is, how do we get up?
Nice to see you.
Possibly here. I think this is it. If I look at the map, I'm literally just outside the entrance. GTA Sherlock.
Can I ask you a question?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Can't go inside, but this can't be the place. Oh my god, this is the hotel. This is exactly where I was. This is the freaking hotel I was just at. So where is this police station? This is where we started. This is the hotel. I really wish they would give you a like a thing that tells you what the emblems represent. Otherwise, I just don't really know where this is going. I don't know where to go. He says, 10 years ago, we were living somewhere in Grand Surrey, which should help me narrow the search. Police archives. It's essentially, I need to find where the police headquarters is. Go to the police map on the badge. I don't see a police map. That's what I'm saying. I see one there, but that's in Scaldio. That's not in Grand Sola. So that's where I was, I guess, a little confused, maybe. But I do what you're saying. Here's the Cordona police station. Definitely different. Now, we should be able to fast travel here, right? Okay, now I can head towards it. Definitely a completely different game than the first one. Although the mission that we literally just did made it feel similar to the first one, this one's completely different. Okay, this looks to be the police station.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
But why the archives? Won't that stall everyone's work?
You bet it will. He's looking up all the thieves in Cordona over the past decade. Say one thing for Logan. He's persistent.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief, and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
Police sketch artist, alright. This is very, very interesting. Very detective-y, of course. We knew that's how it was going to be. First things first. It's not like it just shows up on the map, I guess. Okay, the utility is located at the intersection of Knights Road and Trinity Way. I'm guessing right here. All right, that's got to be it.
How do you do?
But where? This is it. All right.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one.
I
hope
love
you'll
this
be
so
more
much.
patient than the previous sketches, signore.
I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Signor Holmes.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat-up looking, an utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
John has wares if you have coin.
I guess that's it.
Ah, look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself as him instead?
We have a job to do, John.
Oh, come on, at least do him first.
Visit the wardrobe menu. Okay. This is so cool. This is like a freaking open world Sherlock Holmes game, and I'm in like freaking heaven right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I'm gonna do this, top hat, a little bow thing around him, and then coats. What does this mean here? When evidence in the casebook is marked with this icon, when access is blocked by someone when making inquiries by bystanders, visit a closed trade shop, the American market. Alright. So we've got the hat. Is that a little bit too old, I think? I don't have a thing with the color. And does he really look that old? I mean, he does look old. He does have kind of a beard. Like, he's got like mutton chops. It's like that. I don't have a thing that has the color that he's got. Would that look more appropriate? Or would that one? I think that one's going to look more appropriate. You can see how high this is right now. See how it goes down? That goes all the way up. I'm gonna go with that one. I mean, that gives that all the way up.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mom.
I did what he wanted, right?
What can I do for you, Sherlock?
Is it going to give me credit for his little... Maybe not. I thought I did this, though. It's gonna crash. Yep. Oh. Alright, so that's the third crash so far. The game hasn't been released yet, so maybe there's gonna be a patch or an update that's gonna... keep it from doing that. But I'm really enjoying it. But it is a shame that it crashes. This is the third time. But it has been a good hour and a half since it last crashed. Where does it put us, though? Okay, it looks like it saves even when it crashes. This... What about the glasses? I don't want the glasses. There we go. This, I think, is going to be the closest to that guy, right?
No, signore. That hat is wrong. I told you it was a regular bowler.
You didn't tell me it was a bowler.
But I did. You ought to pay more attention, signore.
Huh. You said it was a regular bowl? I tried to do this, but I don't think it's going to do that thing. So what I need to do is this. One of those. It's an older, ugly gentleman. With a regular bowler cap. I was doing the portrait thing for the extra. Utter rascal. He was beaten up and was wearing glasses. Let's just go with what this is then. Let's say those.
He did wear glasses, but not like those. His were angular and evil-looking.
All right, I'll try another pair.
All right, I think I'm getting it. Oh, that's awesome. You can't change clothes in front of her. All right, so it's got to be those.
Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mum, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Cordona. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much.
That's so great. See, we didn't do the True Master of Disguise, so it was a challenge that we lost, unfortunately. I thought I did. I mean, you guys saw me try to dress like him, but it didn't work. Now buy... Oh, no, see, you can't, because it said we already failed the challenge. So you can see how that kind of works. But we do have the sketch.
Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public, but you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
Master of Disguise, case complete. That's like kind of a little side case, I guess. Okay, but where am I supposed to go now?
Oh, I need a day off.
Archives. All right, police archive. Select evidence and 3 search criteria. I went in with the wrong suit. It was the white suit. Oh, I wish I would have done that better. Thank you so much. You admire this name. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go subjects, victims. I'm so confused here. What am I supposed to do? What's my I'm searching. I'm thinking what I'm supposed to do right now is to search evidence on my mother, right? I thought it would be subject. It's only letting me choose these. Huh. Press H, you're right, yeah. Alright, choose the evidence mark with a book icon. Read it carefully. Choose appropriate search criteria for selective evidence. 3 criteria must be selected. Alright, so I need to find the one with the book. It's not even in here. I don't have one with the book icon. Casebook. There we go. That's it, right there. That should be it. That's the one with the casebook. I've pinned it. There we go. Now it shows up, see? There we go. So now I can do it. Alright, so as the man that left my mother mentioned that there's a police investigation into my mother's death. Alright, subjects, victims. 10 years ago, living somewhere in Grand Surrey, so districts... Grand Surrey. Into my mother's death, that was true. And then maybe... What type of crime was it? This is tough. This is the only... I don't have any evidence. Maybe documentation. Let's give it a shot. Okay, all I found in the archive was an empty folder labeled thusly. Case of Violet Holmes, April 9th, 1869. Stonewood Manor, Grand Surrey. There are no documents inside at all. It seems that there really was a police investigation, yet all the case files are missing.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay. Where would we find the house? Hold on. Stonewood Manor. Of a bridge and a church on a hill. The manor must be somewhere nearby a bridge and a church on a hill. There's a church. There's ruins. No, Stonewood Manor. I'm guessing it's gotta be... It's either here... I only see one church. Gotta be somewhere close to here, right?
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that, so...
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Hooray!
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Oh, I like that. This makes me want to play like a cop game back in this time
Move on
period.
to the next room, new boy. That's
Come on,
an
Sherry. It's
order.
just like in childhood.
Oh, that's great.
Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go. My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
Aiming slows time. Weak points help when you're aware. Shooting these will open you up for arrest. Your foe first. When aiming environmental objects, make sure your enemy is in proximity before you fire.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armor. Hooray! All right, let's move on, Sherry.
I gotta say, the shooting mechanics are actually pretty good. Wow.
If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated.
Okay, so what am I using? The snuff box? Sherlock can blow his snuff box at nearby enemies to destroy them. Just press X. This ability must recharge after each use, but every arrest you make speeds up the recharge.
Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results. Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds.
Shaken, not stirred, money penny.
So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Worried.
Tough acting, acting,
I can
cracking.
hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Disorient your opponent, get in close, and then press blank to arrest them. Follow the cues promptly to immobilize your foe.
I'm coming for you.
Overcome him, don't rush.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Overcome him, don't rush it.
What?
I couldn't miss the party.
I am so confused right now.
Weaken him first.
All right, I think I need to get around them.
I'm coming for you.
It won't do it. I don't have any more to use, so I can't do that. Maybe it's... Oh, it's D. So, oh, I messed that up.
I'm coming.
I'm not good with these controls, so that was my bad. Let's try this one. Okay.
No more.
The snuff's ready.
Oh, shit.
Don't give him the pepper snuff.
Like a bit slap. I love it.
Can overcome the brute now.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
He doesn't want to get close to me.
Terribly sorry.
Oh, see, it did A. It was so different.
I'm coming for you.
I'm not good with A directions of A and D on the W, A, S, and D. Where'd he go? Where the hell did he go? Oh, I'm so dead. I think I've ruined this. Got him.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
That is so freaking cool.
That's enough.
I'm just not good with memorizing A and D because I'm so used to controller.
I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
I know I could do so much better
Certified
now.
crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
A bandit lair. New evidence for, I guess, cases. Oh man, this is so freaking cool. Gosh, kudos to the developers for creating this. Seriously, Frogwares, you guys are freaking awesome. A day and night cycle, an open world Sherlock Holmes game. I did not think it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be fun, but I had no clue it was going to be this fun. So that's going to be it for this stream. I've got to do the Vice City stream now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to our first part of our Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Again, thank you to Frogwares for allowing me to show it off before the game is even out. So I can't recommend this game enough, man. If you're a Sherlock, if you're a detective fan, you're going to want to play this. This is just freaking crazy. I love it. It's awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll probably be back with more tomorrow. Obviously, we're going to complete this and finish it. So love you all. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us over on our discord.gg/Sinistrano1. Links are always in the description. Support the channel by donating or becoming a member or a Patreon. All of that helps to continue to do what we love to do, which is to bring videos to all of you. And it's what we do full time. So It's how I support my family. So whatever type of, things that you can do, either sharing, liking, commenting, so the interactivity on the channel is up, donating or becoming a member, something like that. All of it helps to our collective goal of taking over YouTube one person at a time. Love you all. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next interactive stream for Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Peace out.